Hi, I'm Per Sedihn, the CTO Proact, and this movie is about cloud storage. I will attempt to define what cloud storage is, look at the driving factors and the underlying enabling technologies. I will also explain how it can be deployed and steps to take in the deployment process. Let's start with the definition of the cloud. Cloud is not the technology in itself, but the way of using technology. It uses an on-demand, self-service model for delivering IT functions to the users. Consolidation, virtualization, and automation are the underlying enablers to create a cloud. This has some far-reaching implication for the IT department. Yes, you need to have your technical foundations and processes in place, no doubt about that. But cloud storage is about how you can package IT as an easy-to-understand and easy-to-use service. Do bear in mind that your users are most likely using cloud storage already with some kind of low or zero cost self-service, because this whole trend is driven by the home users and the companies servicing that market. For IT, the challenge is to embrace the easy-to-use aspect while still keeping control of your organization's information. So, what are the key trends making cloud storage such a hot topic? Information growth. We will create 44 times more information in the next 10 years, and it shows no sign of slowing down. The ongoing task of reducing both capital and operational costs, the storage part of IT is increasing year over year. A strong need to have a more agile IT infrastructure to change with fast-changing business needs. IT cannot slow down new initiatives, we must speed them up. A flexible cost model where you only pay for what you need and only for the time you use it. Last but not least, your users are already using these flexible, easy-to-deploy services at home and will put increasing demands to get this at work. Otherwise, they will bypass IT. Well, some of them have probably done that already. The users will also require that they can use any type of device, be it a PC, smartphone or tablet. A very important part of cloud deployment is the question if you should build and run the storage cloud yourself or buy it as an external service. If you build it inside the firewall in your data center, we call it a private cloud. If you buy it off an external cloud provider, we call it a public cloud. There are also different flavors of public clouds, from the free of charge with no SLA whatsoever with data stored somewhere in the world, to the trusted external clouds where you get SLAs and a local presence. Most likely, we will over time see a hybrid of these approaches, where you mix and match depending on the requirements. This is a deployment model from SNIA that I find useful in structuring a cloud storage project. You start with defining the use case, be it backup, disaster recovery, archiving, application or file storage. Next, you look at the needs for capacity, what latency you can accept and of course the cost. This might sound easy, but you need to get this one right or your cost will escalate as your service levels goes down the drain. After doing this, it's time to decide if you will build this yourself, use an external partner, or a combination of the two. Whatever choice you make, you need to analyze the concerns around availability and security. Choosing external partners make this step ever more important. And finally, it's time to sit down and do the design and plan in the deployment. A final word of advice would be that jumping straight into buying something is a recipe for disaster. Hope you found this helpful in moving into the cloud. Until next time, store wisely and live well.